coming out of summer and it's been so hot here. It was an experience I think everyone through history would have felt here. The wind and the heat and that sun. My name is Claire Cooper and I've lived in the Bay for nearly 2 decades now. I married a fisherman, so we ended up here. I love history and being in an isolated town away from museums and architecture and really obvious history that you can see in big cities or other areas. I've had to sort of dig and read and look into things. There's not much here to show the history. It's all been swept away in wind and heat. So maybe it's a bit like a bit of a treasure hunt. You've got to really look for it. And to read stories of other people through history, also experience those and how they managed through it, but then the reality of this place. So one of my pieces was called This Wretched Place, and it was all about Rose de Freycinet, who was the third woman to circumnavigate the globe. And she came into the Bay in 1818 with her husband, who was the captain of the ship. And she stayed for about 3 days. She said one could only go for a walk on burning hot sand. She found it very hot and there was no trees, and she just wanted to get out of here. And as soon as they left in the boat, they hit a sandbar, and she was like, oh, I thought I'd be stuck in this wretched place forever. I can go to Cape Lejeune where Rose landed, and I can look at those dunes and I can see it just like it is in that picture, just like Arago drew it. So I chose to work with lino prints because they have a really graphic quality, and I knew I could carve out some images and then play with the backgrounds. When you're putting your sketch onto the lino, you have to do it in reverse. When you're carving, you have to take away all the white and leave the black. So getting those lines that you would usually sketch on, you have to carve either side of that. So I've got all those carvings and I just inked them up. I hand pressed all of my prints. I tried different colours, but it turned out the yellows and the reds for that heat feeling, and then to have that really graphic black image across that. Yeah, that's why I chose the lino print. Being in a small town, it does give you access to things like by the bay. And we've got access to this incredible exhibition space. I've been a big part of the Arts Council. There's just lots of little things that come through the bay that we have access to, and they're usually free, which is amazing as well. So that has definitely shaped how I do art.